Hi, I'm M.A. Powers, one half of the dynamic sibling duo behind Powers Squared, the other half being J.L. Powers, and I'm sorry if I look away from the screen because I can see my face and it really weirds me out, and then my brain stops working and I can't get the words out, so sometimes I'll be looking off into the corner like this. It's not because I don't like y'all, I really like you guys a lot, but it makes me really nervous to do this. So, with that out of the way, this is World Read Aloud Day, and I wanted to read a chapter of the book that my sister and I wrote. It's called Broken Circle. It's a young adult book. It's fantasy. So I will be reading to you from chapter 2. So let's get this on. Biology is actually my favorite class, and I usually follow Mrs. Feldman's lectures religiously. Today, her whiny voice is a mosquito hovering just above my head, then suddenly shutting off. The silence is blessed and wonderful, a calm oasis in an otherwise turbulent sea as I slowly drift. Pillows, some pillows would be so nice. Mr. Jones, what is wrong with you? Her knife-sharp voice jerks me awake. What? Act normal, Adam, just be cool. You were mumbling or something, she says. Do you have a problem with my lecture? No, the word warms the edge of my lips. I'm sorry, I had a late night. She drops the volume of her voice, as if she doesn't want the rest of the class to hear. Adam, any scientist will tell you sleep is essential. If a person is deprived of it for too long, they can literally go insane. She's still talking, but the rest of what she says floats off into the air, wisps of smoke breaking apart until it's gone. I'm walking down a hallway. Where am I? Oh, right, school. Did the bell ring? I don't remember leaving biology, but class must be over because everybody else is also here, walking somewhere. I head toward the cafeteria. Is it lunchtime? One of the clocks on the walls reveals that force of habit is propelling me in the right direction at the right time. For some reason, this strikes me as funny. I think I'm laughing out loud because people start edging to the other side of the hall to get away from me. God, Mrs. Feldman is right. This insomnia is going to drive me crazy. I have to figure out how to sleep without going to hell. Hell. That's right, hell. Hell, hell, hell. Hello. Hello? Hello? Sarah? Sarah's standing on the other side of the cafeteria, talking to Dominic. Why is she talking to him? We hate him. He hates us. He's a cool kid. We are not. At least, I'm not, and Carlos isn't, and Jeremy isn't. Sarah could be if she wanted. Who knows why she hangs out with us three losers? Dominic bends close to talk to her. His shadow is all slimy and wet and oozy and getting all over her like sperm or something. As I approach, it rises up, black and menacing, to stare at me. I crouch to crawl under a table. Then I stop. You can't hide from people's shadows. So I straighten up, a little too fast and almost lose balance. As soon as I'm righted, I face them. Try to keep my cool. But I can't help it. My shadow growls at his. Yes, my shadow is a dog, a German shepherd. Domesticated, a herder, but still a predator. And Sarah, one of my people. I have to protect her. I head toward them, then suddenly pitch forward instead, jaw catching the edge of a table. For just an instant, I'm falling forward in pitch darkness. I won't go to that place right here, right now. I jerk myself awake, babbling at the top of my lungs, but somebody clamps an oxygen mask over my nose and mouth, cutting off the flow of words. The ceiling is rushing past and 3 people are running alongside me. One of them, Sarah, shouting my name. Adam! 2 medics wheel me down the hall, strapped to a gurney. I grab the oxygen mask and lift it. Sarah? Her shadow's a river, rapids lifting and breaking beside us. She's crying and scared, the river swollen and too full, ready to flood its banks. I'm sorry, Adam, she whispers. I lift my head and watch her figure grow smaller as paramedics wheel me into an ambulance. The principal's head looms in the doorway until the paramedics block him from sight. Sorry, sir, we need to get out of here. I think I should be worried, but a deep sea blue feeling of peace flows through each limb. I'm floating on a cloud, in an endless blue sky. What's happening? I ask as they begin attaching things to me. You blacked out, one of the guys says. Checked your blood pressure. Shame on you. Didn't eat breakfast. He wags an index finger at me. Do I have to go to the hospital, I ask. My father will kill me. Things like hospitals, doctors, they're not for us. Not for the Jones family. No, sir. Your time comes when your time comes, Dad always says, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. You went a little crazy in there, the other one says. You may have had a seizure. Cafeteria's a bit worse for wear, he grins at me, friendly too. You too. Wait till you see the shiner you gave yourself. His puppy shadow notices mine. They wag tails at each other. The first paramedic glances at the second one, unbelieving. You want something? He asks, voice flatlined, no sympathy, but no judgment either. No. No Molly's? No X? No? I don't mean it to sound like a question, but it squeaks out. Acid? Steroids? His nose flare with suspicion, little nose hairs trembling with indignation. I get this reaction from some people. It's not BO, because I've smelled my pits. I've also checked my teeth. Crooked, hair dark, straight, clothes on the ragged end, but nothing unexpected for a kid my age. Slightly below average in looks, too tall and skinny for anybody's comfort, but basically normal. Still, no matter how much I'd like to scooch under the radar, I'll never be able to. Some people get suspicious as soon as they meet me. I clear my throat. No, I have insomnia. I can't sleep, that's all. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I'm clean as a whistle. Clean as a whistle? What kid talks like that? The friendly paramedic grins at me. What are you, 15 or 45? 15, I say. It's a phrase my dad uses. I was joking around, kid. He puts a hand on my arm. History of seizures. Paramedic 1 is back on track. History of mental illness. No and no. I wonder if I'm lying. So what exactly happened in there? You went berserk, Paramedic 1 says. You attacked tables and chairs. It scared half the school. You were screaming something about a demon. You failed to calm down until we subdued you. We've given you a sedative, and now we're going to take you to the hospital to check you out. He stares at me. Something's wrong. What aren't you telling us? Hey, chill out, Paramedic number 2 says. He's just a kid. Can I call my dad? I ask. Paramedic 2 locates my cell phone in my backpack and hands it to me. The phone rings and rings and rings. Come on, Dad, pick up. When do I ever call you? Never, never. So you must realize it's an emergency, right? Pick up the damn phone. He doesn't. My dad, never there when I need him, except in my dreams. So that's chapter 2 from Broken Circle, written by me, M.A. Powers, and my sister, J.L. Powers. Thanks for listening.